We pick up the action early in the fourth quarter with Australia up by 6.
52 plays 46. And Patricia McDonald screaming there when the umpiring decision went against her. And this is Dalwood for Australia. O'Donnell looking for Wilson. And Vicky Wilson with her great skill. And she'll get a nice free shot here. 53 plays 46. So it's a big ask for the Jamaicans, but remember they were trailing by 9 against New Zealand and drew level in the final quarter, so anything can happen here. Janet Johnson for Jamaica, back to Patterson and McDonald again. 6-goal cushion for the Australians. Winner of this match to meet New Zealand in the final of the 8th Netball Championships. World titles. And Michelle Fiki to Dalwood. Across to Wag. Here's O'Donnell.
Advantage obstruction.
And it's that sort of unforced error that Australia will need to guard against. This match isn't over yet. Jamaica still in with a chance.
Offside there, Jamaica. Free pass for the Australians. Well, that was an unforced mistake. Could be a critical one, particularly with Wag so good in this situation.
Good feed from O'Donnell to Wag that time.
Australia by 7. Johnson, the captain, with the bomb up to McDonald.
Well, that looked too long, but she hauled it in.
Telescopic arms. 54 plays 48.
Jamaica will really have to pull out a magnificent defensive effort to see any changes here. They've already changed their goal defence.
.55 plays 48.
Valerie Blake, one of the veterans of the Jamaican team, coming on to goal defence for Jamaica, replacing Sharon Taylor. The rest of their line unchanged.
12 minutes to go in this final quarter.
And they're going to have to pull out something impressive, because otherwise a goal-for-goal encounter will simply leave Australia in the finals against New Zealand.
So it's Johnson. Across to Patterson and McDonald again. Oh, Gilkey got a little knock on the chin. 6-goal lead for Australia. But Jamaica still dangerous. Carissa Dalwood for the Australians. The lead comes from Wag to O'Donnell. Wilson in the circle.
Replay called against Wilson. Redpath very quick on that call.
Against Dalwood. Goalkeeper Patterson comes up.
And just a few unforced errors against Australia. A few umpiring calls, and Jamaica back in the hunt. Only 5 down.
And 11 minutes to go. Nervous times now for the Australian supporters as Jamaica bomb it up again to McDonald, but it was too far. Taylor just apologising for that one. Or it was Blake. This is McInnes.
Fast break from the Australians. Good hands between the attacking line. Onto Wilson. Yes!
Brilliant passage of play. Well, if you blinked there, you would have missed it. It was so fast.
Fast hands from the Australians. Dalwood to O'Donnell. Wag, double play to O'Donnell. And on to Wilson, the safe hands of the accurate Aussie shooter.
So 2 quick goals by the Australians. Again, steady. 7-goal lead. Connie Francis. 10 minutes remaining in this wonderful match between Australia and Jamaica. McDonald now to Francis.
I can't believe she offloaded that one, but Francis finally puts it through.
She would have had egg on her face if Australia had regained possession, but it's a 6-goal advantage for Jamaica. This is Dalwood looking for Wag. Back to O'Donnell and Wilson.
Oh, Wilson too good. We saw Wilson whispering in Wag's ear. She was changing the attacking formation, changing the leads between the two shooters so that Jamaica can't get a fix on any one pattern.
And this is Jenke to Dalwood. Here's O'Donnell, mid-court. to Wilson. Darwood. Wag and Darwood in combination here.
Contact against Katrina Wag. Contact advance through McInnes.
7-goal lead for Australia. 58 plays 51. The Jamaicans will come back. They'll lift another gear here, that's for sure. And I think Australia's aware of that. This is Johnson.
Darwood rushes in to pressure the pass, but they find McDonald.
6-goal lead for Australia. And they want to try and maintain that advantage. Not allow the Jamaicans to get too close. O'Donnell across to Darwood. Wilson calls. Fair way out. Wag did well to try and keep it in play. But over the goal line. 6-goal lead for Australia.
Great grab from
Lindsay did well. This is Peterson. Taylor now. Oh, that's Blake.
And the O'Donnell, I was about to say the Australian defenders really flying O'Donnell, working a heart out through the mid-court.
Francis across to Patterson. The bounce pass to Francis. And McDonald brings it closer. 58 to 53. It was a 7-goal lead for Australia at three-quarter time. It's now down to 5. We're halfway through this final quarter. And Jamaica making their move here. Oh, great stuff from Silky. And again, stepping rule against her. She has a grin on her face. She wasn't pleased at all. This is
McDonald forced to shoot. Nowhere to offload. What a shot from her. The furthest we've seen her shoot all match.
And the Jamaicans creeping closer. They're all looking at the clock. They're looking at the scoreboard. They see they trail by just 4. And this is Filkey for Australia. O'Donnell now. Wilson calls for it. Vicky Wilson. The Australians pleased to see that one go through. 5-goal lead, 7 minutes remaining. There's the bomb again for McDonald.
A little time wasted in that delivery. Up it went. The Jamaicans aware that the clock is ticking down under 7 minutes. They trail by 4.
And the Australians can't make mistakes here. They don't want a turnover. This is Darwood and Wilson.
Darwood doing well. Nearly 3 seconds against her, but she found Wilson.
6.5 minutes to go.
And remembering, Gordon, that New Zealand beat Jamaica by 5. Should Australia win their place through into the final, what a match we'll have on our hands.
Yes, it's going to be a magnificent contest.
But
what a deflection there to Francis. Superb stuff. 4-goal lead here for Australia. 6 minutes to go. It's shaping as a nail-biting finish, and that great deflection there from McDonald.
Great hands from McDonald.
Katrina Wag, she wants this one. Rolls in.
Wag nearly jumps to push that one on.
Australia have it by 5 inside the last 6 minutes of this semi-final.
Hauled in one-handed Patricia McDonald.
She's so good on the rebounds too. 61 plays 57. This is O'Donnell quickly onto Wag. Darwood there. And Wilson again. Australia by 5. And just over 5 minutes left in the match. Jamaicans really hanging in there though. McDonald again. The defenders went up. Filkey and Devery.
What a jump from Filkey. She got right up to knock that through.
Francis from the baseline. Back to Francis, and McDonald says, I'll have it. Contact there against Filkey. So it's back to a 4-goal margin for Australia. It looks as though it's going to be possibly a similar score to Jamaica-New Zealand match, where New Zealand got there by 5, 68-63. And this is Darwood and O'Donnell. Wilson now. Nice drive from her, and A little short. And now Wilson will finish. 63 plays 58, just over 4 minutes remaining.
Well, Jamaica will run out of time.
And they've turned the ball over. They're starting to panic now, Anne.
Well, they realise only 4 minutes left on the clock. They have to make 3 centre pass breaks, 3 turnovers. That's assuming they can convert from their centre pass.
And now it's O'Donnell, Australia. Well, this has been a marvellous effort by the Australian team. Vicky Wilson's been so steady up front. 9 out of 13 in the first quarter, 12 out of 16 in the second, 16 out of 18 in the third, and they really counted in that third quarter, and she's made them count again in this last term. It's desperation time for Jamaica. Johnson, the captain.
Here's the turnover through a contact call against Vicky Wilson. 3.5 minutes.
Crumbs picked up, though, by Janet Johnson. And McDonald now.
5
goals the difference. There's still an outside chance of winning the match, Jamaica, but they'll need everything to go their way. 3 minutes to go. Back to Johnson. Patterson. Francis calls for it. Bad pass there from Patterson. That might have been the last chance.
Yes, Vicky Wilson, Australia, 6th the lead.
I think we can say Australia is through. Oh, a nasty collision.
Wilson. She puts it through for Australia.
And just while that replay was happening, a nasty collision there with O'Donnell popping a forearm on the chin. Thought she was going to lose her head. 2 minutes 44 to go on the clock. Australia leading 65-59. Wait for the whistle, says the umpire. Shirley O'Donnell probably not thinking too clearly at the moment after that big hit.
She's come through this game well.
The Australians know they have it now. 66 plays 59. But a sterling performance from Jamaica.
And spare a thought for Aussie coach Joyce Brown. She's watched a very physical match, a very close game, seen her players on the deck many times. And they have to back up tomorrow night against the reigning world champions, New Zealand.
Which won't be easy after, as you say, such a physical match. And a toss-up here between goalkeeper Peterson.
Well, neither player prepared to concede.
Wilson, as you can see here, is much taller. But Peterson snatched. Less than 2 minutes to go. Australia leading by 6. Peterson now for Jamaica. Lindsay, away to Patterson. That's Blake, the experienced player who came on for this last quarter. McDonald over the back. 5 goals the difference. Australia have it. Centre pass for Jamaica. They can bring it back to 4 here. McDonald again. She couldn't hold that one down.
No penalty. It's an Australian throw-in. The Aussies have it.
Heroic defence again from the Australians. Fielke leading the way. This is Wilson. Rubbing it in.
And it's just what the doctor ordered, an Australia-New Zealand grand final for this World Championship, the traditional rivals in netball. But a great effort from Jamaica.
Now they go ahead for Johnson. Yes, it has been a marvellous performance by the Jamaicans. They've really taken it to the Australian team right from the opening whistle. And we're now inside the last minute. McDonald across to Francis. 62 for Jamaica. They're 1 short of their total that they managed against New Zealand. And so is Australia, 1 short of New Zealand's total. 67 plays 62. Contact there against Connie Francis. So Australia still leading by 5. The match is safe for the Australians. They're through to the final. Wilson slowing things down to Fielke. Now Wag and O'Donnell. Well, they're doing as they like now, the Australians. Just slowing it down. Wilson up to 68.
She's had. Time is up. Australia have done it. They're in the final.
This is Katrina Wag, and that's it. The entertainment centre has erupted. near capacity crowd. They're giving the Australians a standing ovation, but I think they're also saluting this Jamaican team as all of the players now shoulder arms. Australia defeating Jamaica by 68 to 62.